Okay. Before I see, this is going to be a big journey, first house and all that. Okay. So it's going to take time with example charts, etc., and all that. And I hope you all have patience. So this is an extra classes every Thursday. Okay. I thought, houses, if you master, okay, it's like 33% of your basics you're mastered. It's like that. Then it's all about juggling, as I said earlier, houses, signs, planets. Okay. Now, Preeti Jain ji said her Lagna is Aquarius. What did we discuss? Your Lagna is Aquarius, right?
Right, sir.
So Mars becomes your third lord of Purusharth, new initiatives.
Correct, sir.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And your 10th lord of Karma.
Right, sir.
Most people commit mistake. They take 10th lord career. Why everybody says that and that's it. Karma. Why you are born. Are you getting it?
Right, sir.
When you learn blank chart predictions, that means no planet, only Lagna. You just know the ascendant sign. You all will understand what I just said few seconds back. B.V. Raman, 1952 editorial, if I remember well, if my memory is well, and my memory has deteriorated in the last 3 years dramatically because of my health issues of nerves and many other things, He said Aquarius is the sign of Jyotish. Ninth house is religion. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Ninth house is higher learning.
Yes.
When you learn past life astrology, you will learn ninth house is past life also. The benefit of it goes ninth to ninth, which is fifth house. So that is the reason we call it Purva Punya. What you did, the religious dharmic deeds. Dharma does not mean only religion. Please. Everybody makes this mistake. Dharma means righteous action. Righteous. At that point of time, what you felt was right. Beating a child, right now, madam was complaining. Such and such homework is pending. Right now, 1 minute back when we took the break. Homework is pending, Marathi homework is pending, Monday Hindi test is there, etc. This is what your son is doing, he's watching TV. I said, okay, no problem, let him watch. He said, you're not saying anything. I said, if I say anything right now, I have a lecture to take. So my dharma was to let go. Are you getting it? My ninth house has Aquarius. So there is a probability. Remember the word probability that I could have been interested in mystic sciences in my previous life. It doesn't mean I was an astrologer. I could have been an astrologer. The whole chart will show it. So the sign in your ninth house, blank chart predictions is what I'm teaching right now, which I should not be, shows what you could have mastered in your previous life. And if there is a malefic influence on it, shows what mistake you committed dharma-wise in your previous life, and you are unfortunately going to be tested again, and you're going to commit that same mistake again. So please beware. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Please don't be very positive every time. You have to look at a chart objectively. Suppose you are Mesha Lagna. So which is the sign in the 9th house?
Sagittarius.
See if any malefics are sitting over there or aspecting it. You have learned aspects, correct?
Yes, sir.
So if malefics are aspecting 9th house or 9th lord Jupiter, you probably committed mistakes when it comes to dharma or guru in previous life. And that same test will come again in this life, will be tested again. The circumstances will be like that, where you will be justified to do what you did in the previous life. You will justify it. And that's where the test is. That's where the test is. I'm telling you what I've just told you is absolutely the essence of my last 40 years of existence. I was in 5th standard when my teacher taught me Buddhism, numerology, etc., palmistry, etc. Very young I was. I had a Brahmin Malayali teacher. Very great. I mean, genius like him I never met. Anyway, so you need to now think that Saturday, Mon Vrat, you need to think. This one line that I just said, 9th house, 9th sign, the sign in the 9th house. See various charts. It should be right there in your mind. And then you got to. Please don't waste your time on social media. Absolutely, you are ruining your astrological thinking and career. Ruining. You have no idea what you're doing. Read books to a limit, but think more of what you read. If you're reading half an hour, think for 2 hours of what you read. That is where the essence is. The greatest of astrologers have imbibed Jyotish in their blood. And that is when, if they are lucky, the Jyotish Nadi opens up. And when the Jyotish Nadi opens up, you create sutras like this. On your own, you will create sutras. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
I speak with a lot of experience of observing people, meeting old astrologers. I've been very lucky, very lucky, because I am that bridge to you that has seen modern astrologers, because I am also in touch with them because of the magazine. And also, I have been and seen so many old astrologers, some of whom have said, this technique I will teach to Sunil John only. And I am like a fool, I've spent 50,000, 60,000 traveling and learned only one shloka and come back. But that one shloka changed my life. I'll quickly deviate and come back to the moon method. I should not ideally be teaching it, but few years from now, when you revisit this video, or rather these notes, you will understand I am teaching you a part of daily predictions. Do you all want to learn it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Promise me you will not use it to garner fame, to show off your predictive ability. If you do it to show off your predictive ability to your relatives, etc., the greatest of astrologer is not the one who can predict, is the one who can guide. Point 1. Point 2. The final stage of astrology is when you have renounced predictions. What is our final stage that we all know? We spend whole life making money, fame, etc., property, etc. And then it is sannyas. That means renouncing that. Correct? So what we loved the most, where we spent our energy the most, our Shastra says renounce it. Correct?
Yes.
Same can't it be applied to astrology? Is my question. B.V. Raman, the late B.V. Raman, last 5 years of his life, he gave up astrology. Kendra, when asked who was the best astrologer he ever knew, in our video, a very old video I shot in October 2010 at Visakhapatnam at the World Mundane Astrology Conference, where he was also lecturing, Gayatri Devi Vasudev was lecturing, and so was I. 12 years from now. During dinner time, I was taking his interview video. He says that the best astrologer he ever met was his mother. She also left astrology 5 years. He has written it 5 years before her death. So if I'm saying something, I'm just quoting 2 people here. Okay? A lot of experience behind it. Are you all getting it, beta?
Yes, sir.
But
Yes,
these are
sir.
fine. These are final stages. You have to go through the grind. Getting addicted to predictions, getting addicted to fame, getting addicted to earning out of astrology, and then let it go. Like Jet Li in the great spiritual movie, you always call it a very violent movie, The Hero, or it is called Hero only. Where finally he spends his whole life training to kill the emperor. All the other assassins who were supposed to kill the emperor, one by one, he kills all of them so that he can come close to the emperor. The emperor becomes happy. That is, people who are trying to assassinate him, this man has killed all of them. So the emperor invites him. Very difficult to come in front of the emperor. And the maximum you can reach is 60 paces away from the emperor. There's a maximum. Finally, he makes his move and he has the sword right there touching the emperor's stomach on the backside. And he stops. And he lets go of his sword. He doesn't kill the emperor. For a samurai to let go of his sword is like for us to let go of astrology. Or a businessman who's obsessed with making money, to let go of that money. These are the stages you have to go through. Let's come back. You all saw a chart, moon in the 11th house. Let me bring that chart. Okay. Can you all see the screen?
No, sir.
Now,
Yes, it's coming.
moon is here. Transit moon. 11th house. So it will influence which natal planets? Anybody? If you all can't answer, don't worry. Don't worry.
Sun,
It will
The
planet
Natal planets, Sun and Mercury.
moon.
and Mercury. Correct?
Yes.
K2 also, sir.
Yes. But indirectly. Because Mercury is the dispositor of Ketu. Okay? Mercury we already talked about in the previous lecture. Half an hour, 15 minutes back. Okay?
Yes.
Sun. Who is Sun? Lord. Third Lord. Correct?
Yes, sir.
This Sun is the third Lord.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Is the house of communications. Natal Rahu is aspecting third house. Natal Rahu is aspecting third lord. Natal Rahu is also aspecting transit moon. Many people don't take it. It works in practice. Trust me. If it is not written in a book or people don't take it, does not mean it's not working. I've tested this technique for more than 20 years. Rahu is electronic equipments. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sun is gold.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Today, moon is in Aries. Correct?
Yes,
The
sir.
Lord of is Mars, who in turn is aspecting third house. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So something to do with third house of communication, plus gold, sun, plus Rahu, electronic. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I just received an order from Amazon. I had ordered a flip cover casing for my mobile. Can anybody predict what is the color of the flip cover?
Gold, sir.
Golden.
Gold.
Was it planned? Of course not.
Black,
Man.
sir.
But it just came. I had ordered it many days back. Are you all getting it? Small,
Yes.
small events can be seen. Yes, you can do fixology. Now, all those pessimists on social media, all those super duper intelligent people who consider themselves smart will call it, this is post-mortem analysis. Unfortunately, the doctor who operated on their mother or father or on themselves also learned surgery after post-mortem only. They mastered it after post-mortem analysis only. And when you do this post-mortem analysis, and when you do post-mortem analysis, you do it once, twice, thrice, 100,000 times, then 1,001th time you predict. It is like making chapati. Every woman present here or every person present here knows, first time you make chapati, it is India's map. The shape is India's map.
True, sir.
Then you practice, 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 it becomes round. Then it is blindfold. How many of you have made chapatis blindfold? One person. Nobody else. Show me an astrologer who predicts without looking at the chart and without prashna. I have known such people. I have known such people. So, do not use this technique till you observe it at least 100 times. And how will you observe it? You will write down daily in an Excel sheet if you want, or in your notebook. One, so and so events happened. A, this event happened. B, this event happened. C, this event happened. Next column, transit moon in so and so sign. Simple. Observe it for 30 days. Then next 30 days is where your test will come. Will you expect the same event? Not necessary.
Oh, sir.
But some other part of that house, minimum 1008, significations for the first house or any house. Correct? Somebody is yawning, is tired. It's 2 hours now with our lecture. Shall I continue?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now,
please.
somebody tell me, why should the Rishi write in Phaladipika? I'm now teaching you how to decode a shloka, how to think rather, not decoding. Decoding has again become a very loose word for those fame-seeking people. Okay? How to understand the Rishi is the correct word. Why should the Rishi write in Phaladipika? Vartamana, present.
So it's the ascendant house. So what we are now, that is present. That's the reason he has mentioned first.
What's your ascendant, beta?
I'm an Aquarian, sir. I just said.
Oh, sorry, I don't know who's speaking.
Preeti,
Preeti ji.
sir. Yes, sir.
Now, let's assume 5 years back, I saw your horoscope. You were Aquarius ascendant.
Yes, sir.
I see it now today. You will still be Aquarius ascendant.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
But your present condition 5 years back and present condition in this year
Change, sir.
will change.
Yes, sir.
So this word has to be used in Prashna.
All right, sir.
Are you all understanding? Are
So
you all...
it's talking about now, basically now, what's happening now.
Yes. What is happening right now? I will deviate, but I'll show the application. What do you all see in this horoscope? This is the current Prashna chart. You see the sign Pisces. Correct?
Yes, sir.
In the Lagna, in the first house. Correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You see the planet Jupiter. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between, write this as a homework, what is the difference between Jupiter in Sagittarius and Jupiter in Pisces? There has to be some difference, na? Make sense?
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I got distracted. That's the peril of working at home. So, what is happening in the present? First house is present. Present, you are finding Jupiter. You all are learning some Jupiterian knowledge. Simple. Simple. You are learning Shastra. Now, how is that Shastra? The Shastra is of Pisces nature. Pisces is the natural zodiac 12th house of spirituality, philosophy,
Moksha.
moksha, old age. Correct? Everybody?
Right, sir.
But is it only this? No. Go back and see what's happening. You have Saturn's third aspect on this Jupiter. Correct?
Right, sir.
Now, I will. What is Saturn? Saturn is the Karaka of also obstacles. Slow.
Delay.
Retrograde, past. So I spoke about past life. Right? I spoke about past life house also. You all remember?
Pending
Right,
karma.
sir.
Yes, sir.
This Saturn will restrict the knowledge coming out. Or it will, because it is retrograde, it becomes powerful. A retrograde planet becomes powerful to do what? Good or bad, depending on its lordship. Are you all understanding?
Right. Yes, sir.
So all this is very, 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 very important. Even if you don't know astrology, get into the habit of looking at a chart daily, 12 houses, think. You get into that habit, trust me, you all will learn quite a bit of astrology on your own. You all will come up with your own rules. Don't worry what people say. Don't post about it on social media. I'm thinking like that. Idiots will discourage you. And world is full of 3 idiots. I watched that movie 100 times. Are you getting it? I'm trying to make fun, so that you all don't sleep. I know it's late night, 10:40, and especially ladies, so we will take a break. Next Thursday, shall we meet?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We
sir.
haven't finished one slide. Okay, there are
Okay,
23
sir.
slides. Okay. What I want you all to do is think. In certain places, you get logic easily. Where the Rishi says, first house is brain also. First house is your complexion. First house is your caste. First house is your inner nature. So you think now, if Jupiter is there, how will be his inner nature, innate nature, or whatever? If Mars is there, how will be his nature? You have to think and put Karaka. You have to also think. Everybody says 8th house is longevity. But in Bhrigu Sutra, first house is longevity. Are you all understanding? Which people don't write about. Are you all understanding?
Yes, sir.
Write this down. First house also denotes the struggle of life. So now tell me, if there is a benefic, will that person have struggles? Less struggles. If there is malefic, more struggles. If there are more malefics, more struggles. If the malefics are very powerful and afflicted by aspects, then more obstacles and struggles. Now observe 5 of your relatives' chart. Come to conclusion. So this becomes one of your predictions. Are you all getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
First house is habits, I told you all earlier. Pullipani Jyotidam of Pullipani Rishi says the name and popularity of your children to be seen from the first house. Nobody uses this. You will not find this in any book. Any book, you will not find it. Pullipani Rishi was 3,000, 5,000 years before Parashar Rishi. Parashar Rishi is 3,000 years before us or something like that. Dating it is a bit tough. Are you all understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
I have a very tough job. I am dealing with ultra beginners. If I give too much, you all will get scared and confused. If I teach you basics, you might as well watch. If I tell you what everybody says, you might as well watch YouTube. You'll say, why did I pay money? I have been banned by Vinayak and Neeraj to attend basic lectures. Last time I did it was Prashniyam course. I gave them the biggest secret of Prashna that no book, no teacher knows. They did not understand it. Only one person got it, and he's a super fine predictor, far better than me. 1,000 times better, million times better. He's become. Same thing, a small word. A small word can change your predictions. Many years back, I think it was 3 or 4 years back, I said, if your 9th house or 9th lord is afflicted, you will have a mark on the right side of your face, or a mole, or a problem developing on the right side. Faces, people take first house, some people take second house. Correct? Most people take first house.
Yes.
Param Jyotish, village astrologer, told me this. I tested it. I posted that technique on Facebook. If you go really back, you'll find it in our research group, Saptarishis Astrology Research Group, or on my page. A mole, a cut, something on the right side. There is 9th house is thighs. Body part is thighs. Everybody knows that. But nobody will dare take 9th house right side of the face. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Test it. If it works, take it. If it doesn't work, throw it out. Are you all getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My 9th house is afflicted. I have a mole here.
Sir, mine also. I have Rahu there.
See, it's working. You got to see how it's going to manifest. How it is going to manifest. There are ways it manifests in different manner. Test it on your charts. If your 9th house, 9th lord is afflicted from Lagna or from Chandra Lagna. I'll wait. It's an interesting topic. I want you all to see if you all are remembering horoscopes. I hope you all remember your own horoscope, everybody.
Yes, sir.
So I've got Saturn sitting in the 9th house, in my 9th house, and I've got a mole on my right side of the face.
Okay. Thank you for feedback. Anybody else? Just the day my computer becomes slow and I wanted to show you charts here. Now my Jagannath Hora is also not working. I don't know what to say. Anybody else? I'm just hoping that I can show you one chart. Anybody else? Any feedback?
Yeah, true for me also, sir.
Sorry?
True for me, my 9th lord is moon, aspected by Saturn, and I also have a mole on the right side of the face.
Okay. First house
I
is
also
your face, complete above your throat. Okay. Some classics mention first house as brain. Okay. Many classics say first house just the face. Okay. Now I don't remember the face of Mahatma Gandhi. This is his horoscope. Do you think so? His 9th lord is afflicted?
Yes.
Yes.
Mars.
His 9th lord from Chandra is afflicted. Jupiter is retrograde, aspected by Mars, and 8th lord Venus, and 12th lord Mercury. So from Chandra Lagna, his 9th lord is afflicted. Okay. From main Lagna, his ninth lord becomes Mercury. Correct?
Yes.
Gemini sign having Uranus. The lord of it, Mercury, goes here. It is the 12th lord, bringing affliction. Okay? It is with the 8th lord, Venus. It is with the Maraka, Mars. Do you all know what is Maraka?
Yes.
If you all don't know, fine.
Seventh
Mars.
house.
7th lord and 2nd lord. Mars is
Yes.
excellent Maraka for Libra Lagna. So
Yes,
his
sir.
Mercury is afflicted. Did he have a mole? I don't think so. I don't remember. Okay. I can be wrong. But it would have manifested in some form. In some form. Are you all getting it? I took on purpose an example where we do not know. In some form, he might have. He might have received a slap like this.
Hmm.
Okay. In a train station and thrown out after the train. We don't know. We don't know. My point is, why am I giving you these kind of examples? Every time you try to test a technique, the first thing you will test it on yourself, then your child, your husband, your mother, father, and all that. Every time they're going to tell you, I don't remember. Are you getting it? You all be ready to drink poison. Your predictions will fail even after 30, 40 years in astrology. This is the only place, only stream of education. You can become a painter after 30, 40 years. Your perfection will be personified. You will not go back to basics. You can be a scientist, spend 30 years in that particular stream. After 30 years, you are above. Jyotish is the only place. After 30, 40 years, still you will get a chart, you will fail, and your ego will be down. Best place to perfect your ego. An unfortunate place, after 3 years or 7 years, your ego will rise. If you fall into the trap of predictions, you have only two routes, left or right. One route is you will become a predictor and you will fall into the trap of social media predicting. I predicted this, I predicted that. That is what everybody, most astrologers land up telling. Trust me, ask their wives. Ask their wives how tired they are of this word I predicted, of hearing it from their husbands. चालू हो गया, नेक्स्ट 1 घंटा उसका पूरा जिंदगी का प्रेडिक्शंस बोलना चालू हो गया. आज रात को नींद नहीं आने वाला है, स्लीपिंग पिल लेना पड़ेगा. Or the other route, what is the other route? The other route is I want to understand Jyotish. I want to understand the Rishi. I want to understand the Rishi. First, let me at least understand the Rishi, then let me come down to predictions here. Now, understanding Rishi is not one lifetime job, it is 10,000 lifetimes job, and still you will not get it. Still you will not get it. Why did Rishi write in a particular classic that using the first house, you can predict the name of the person? Elena, you're asking what could mean rising Lagna Aquarius in Navamsh Excellent question. I will show it here in 1 second. In the bottom, do you see Naumansh D9 written? Here it is written D9. This is the first house. In the first house, the number written is 10. 10 is Capricorn.
Capricorn.
So it is Capricorn rising. Capricorn rising in the Naumansh. This is Mahatma Gandhi's chart. Similarly, you see for other charts. Okay. Oh, again, my prompt is not working. This is a Prashna chart. This is a Prashna chart. What is there in the Naumansh?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. Very simple. Easy, everybody?
Yes, sir.
All right. Shall we go for a break, or rather, shall we call it a day?
Break, sir.
Break.
sir.
Have mercy, have compassion. Buddha says, have compassion. Have compassion on an old man. I just started to feel a bit better. Okay. Our journey will continue. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I hope I have been able to bore you to death in this session and